Thelonious Vance, founder of Pangaea project, co-operator of the Venture Compound here in St. Petersburg, Florida. Currently, how many projects do I have? I have Great White Duck, which is new jazz, jam funk. I have DC9B, which is a solo project. Yeah, I collaborate with a lot of people. I have a group called Can't Be Spoken. It's just a little symbol like that. Booking shows at places like here, Cafe Bohemia, and wherever, you know, that just happened. It just was the next logical step. I don't think we even talked about it. I think it just happened almost immediately once we moved in. Pangaea project about 2 years ago. I had went to Gainesville to play a show. A friend of mine, Chris Miller, puts on. It's called Electronic Sub-South, which is a whole organization. Series of shows as well, but it's a way to network all these electronic and experimental musicians in the state. I played the show and I had a great time, and I said, man, I really wish something like this was happening, you know, over in St. Pete. And he got real mad at me, and he says, you know, he put endless hours in his website. He's like, there's every electronic musician, live electronic musician in the state listed down to the city, down to Dunedin, Clearwater, you know, Orlando, Winter Park, you know, and they're all listed with links to how to contact and everything. He said that he would not put me on another show until I put on a show. So, okay, and I did. Pangaea #1 about 2 years ago, and at first it was just getting together the people that were already here, you know, those people that are already doing it, but they did it at shows where they didn't really fit in, or they did it at you know, or they're doing it in their bedroom or their basement, you know. And then once we had kind of, and there's still more coming out, still more coming, surfacing and coming to light. But once we got beyond that, then I started getting plugged in through the St. Petersburg Institute of Noise, getting plugged into, you know, touring acts, people that are coming through Florida, and I started becoming the contact for them and hosting them, and that's what it's more geared towards now, is bringing in one of these out-of-town acts and building a bill around them with the other artists, in some way complement the touring artist. And then it's, you know, and it's also visual art, you know, live visual art, performance art, dancing, whatever, you know, as long as it's avant-garde, you know, that's what I'm about. Noise, I had the biggest aversion to when I was first. I remember I saw some YouTube videos of St. Petersburg Institute of Noise, St. Pete Noise Fest here at Cafe Bohemia, and I watched it and I was, what the f is that? Why would anybody do that? You won't get it until you're actually there. You never will. But it is an approach to sound and music and tonality in the same way, let's say, Mark Rothko or Jackson Pollock approaches painting. You know, it's a deconstruction of the sort of limitations that are set up. You know, whether you're talking about 12-tone scale or you're talking about 12-bar blues or whatever, you know, there's only so much you can do within there, and it's all been done, and I'm tired of it. And not to say I don't like regular music, because I do, but, you know, I have a jazz band, this and that, but it's something. It's a abstract expressionism, and it's innovation more than anything. To me, seeing somebody use something in a way that it was never designed for, never intended to, and getting this amazing result out of it, getting these sounds out of random household objects or even instruments and pedals that weren't designed to be used that way is fascinating to me, because I think that takes a lot more creativity on the artist's part than a lot of other things.